Hello students, welcome to Accounting Explained at Accountwise Academy. This is Latha Venkateshwaran. This is half-yearly sample paper. Today I'll be covering 1-mark questions which will be having multiple choice questions, true or false, 1-mark short answer questions, and finally 2 important assertion-reason questions. I'll be sharing key tips and common mistakes. Remember, the goal is to understand the concept. Come on students, let's solve the question paper together. Let's see 1-mark questions now. Which of the following is not a qualitative characteristic of accounting information? A. Reliability. B. Understandability. C. Comparability. And D. Materiality. The question is about not a qualitative characteristic. The core characteristics are things like reliability, understandability, and comparability. Materiality is actually a principle that guides what information is important enough to be recorded. So, the correct answer is materiality, and it is not qualitative in nature but quantitative in nature. Match the following. We have to match column A with column B. First is debentures. Debentures are long-term borrowings. In other words, we can say it as long-term liabilities. So, for one, answer is D. Next, goodwill. Goodwill are called as intangible assets. The quality of intangible fixed assets are they cannot be touched or seen, but it has got a resale value. So, for 2, answer is C. Next, creditors. Creditors are those persons to whom you owe money for the purchases you have made. Creditors, you make the payment usually within a year. So, if a liability you are going to pay within a year, then such liability is called as a current liability. So, for 3, answer is B. Okay. B is the answer. Next, deferred revenue expenditure. Example of deferred revenue expenditure is advertisement expenditure. Usually, advertisement expenditure will be heavy expenditure. For example, if you have incurred advertisement expenditure for your business for rupees 5 lakhs, you will not be taking this 5 lakhs fully for one single year, as it will drastically reduce your profit. One point. And another point is the benefit of advertisement you are going to enjoy, that will go on for a period of time, for number of years, like 5 years, etc. So, if it is going to go for 5 years, the benefit, then every year you will be taking 1 lakh only as a deferred revenue expenditure in your P&L account, and the remaining amount will go to the balance sheet. So, deferred revenue expenditure are treated as fictitious assets, okay, because they are actual expenses, but they lack the tangible qualities or resale value of a traditional asset. So, for deferred revenue expenditure, answer is A. 4 is A. Question 3. Accounting information must be presented so only accountants understand it. State true or false. Answer is false. Accounting information should be presented in a simple and logical manner so that not only the accountants, even anyone who comes and sees the accounting information, they should be easily understandable by them also. It should not be like a cryptic message where only the accountants can understand it. Question 4. A firm receives a large order, will it be recorded? So the answer for this is no. See, firm has received only an order. You have not received any advance money for that order. It's simply in writing, they have given that an order will be placed with you. Okay. So here an order will be complete only when there is a financial transaction. For example, if you have received any advance, then you can say it is an completed order and you can record it. And this comes under the revenue recognition concept. Question 5. Who is most interested in long-term solvency? A. Employees. B. Management. C. Bank and financial institutions. And D. Researchers. Answer is bank and financial institutions. See, long-term solvency is a firm's ability to pay its long-term debts, right? So, banks and financial institutions are the most interested in this because they are the persons who are going to give you a loan. A person to whom money is owed for purchases is a dash. Answer is creditor, because a person to whom the business owes money for credit purchases is called a creditor. Question 7. Under which concept is an advance recorded as a liability? Answer is revenue recognition concept. Revenue is recorded only when it is earned. Since the goods have not been supplied, the revenue is not earned. So it's a liability called advance against sale. Eighth question. Stock is valued at cost or net realizable value, whichever is lower. State true or false. Answer is true. This is a principle of conservatism. We anticipate losses. Valuing stock at the lower value ensures we don't overstate our profits. IFRS are based on A. Historical cost, B. Fair value, C. Both, D. None. IFRS or International Financial Reporting Standards emphasize fair value to represent a more realistic picture. So, the best answer is B. Fair value. Question 10. Sales is recognized as revenue. A. At contract signing, B. At the point of sale, C. After credit period, D. After cash collection. Answer is B. At the point of sale. See, revenue from sales is recognized at the point when the ownership of goods is transferred to the buyer. This is usually at the point of sale. 11. State the concept when a pen purchase is expensed. Answer is materiality concept. I'll explain this. You are going to purchase a pen. You will be using it for 2-3 years. You can change the refill, you can change the ink, so you can use it for a longer period of time. If you use some items for a longer period of time in the business, it is treated as an asset, no? But pen cannot be considered as an asset because it's a low value item. If you are going to take all these items to the balance sheet as an asset, then accounting becomes very difficult and cumbersome. So we will take this as a stationary expense and we will take it to the P&L account. So this is explained in the materiality concept as insignificant items can be expensed immediately. Question 12. State one difference between cash basis and accrual basis of accounting on the basis of legal position. One difference on the basis of legal position, we can say that cash basis is not recognized by the Companies Act 2013 and accrual basis is recognized by the Companies Act 2013. Cash basis of accounting is not recognized for companies because it does not show a true and fair value of the financial position and it also ignores outstanding and prepaid items. It takes only the cash transactions. Okay, it does not consider outstanding or prepaid payments and receipts. Now, question 13. Cash memo is a source voucher for dash purchaser of goods. Answer is cash. A cash memo is provided only for a cash sale. Okay, so it is a source voucher for the cash purchaser. Question 14. Accrual basis recognizes A. Outstanding or prepaid expenses, B. Accrued or advance incomes, C. Both A and B, D. None. Answer is C. Both A and B. Accrual basis records revenues and expenses when they occur and not only when the cash moves. So it must account for all these items. Question 15. What is an invoice? Invoice is a source document for credit sales. In simple words, we can say that an invoice is a bill prepared by the seller for goods he sells on credit. Cash book balance rupees 25,000. Checks deposited but not credited rupees 3,800. Checks issued but not presented 3,500. What is the passbook balance? A. 25,000. B. 24,700. C. 25,300. And D. 32,300. Here they have given a cash book balance of 25,000. You have to find out a passbook balance. So I will write cash book, passbook. Okay. Now checks deposited but not credited rupees 3,800. You have deposited a check of rupees 3,800. You will record it in the cash book as soon as you get the check. When you get the check only, you will deposit it. No. So in the cash book, you have increased the balance by 3,800. But the passbook, they have not entered it. So what you have to do to get the passbook balance? Only if you reduce this 3,800, you will get the passbook balance. Okay. Next, Checks issued but not presented rupees 3,500. When you issue a check, you will reduce the cash book immediately. But that check is not presented to the bank. That means your bank has not reduced 3,500. So to get the passbook balance, only if you add this 3,500, you'll be able to get the passbook balance. So you have to add 3,500. That's what is done here. You take the cash book balance 25,000, you deduct 3,800 and you add 3,500. You get a balance of 24,700. So the answer is B, 24,700. Define a check. A return order to a banker to pay on demand. In simple words, we can say a check is an unconditional return order from an account holder. Only an account holder can give a check instructing their bank to pay a specific sum of money on demand. Question 18. Amortization is used to write off A. Fixed assets, B. Intangible assets, C. Tangible assets, D. Wasting assets. Answer is intangible assets. When you write off tangible assets like plant, machinery, furniture, etc., it is called as depreciation. Whereas if you are going to write off intangible assets like goodwill, patent, copyright, etc., they are called as amortization. Now we have come to the last two 1 mark questions which deals with assertion and reason. Question 19, assertion A. Accounting equation states that total claims are equal to the total assets. Reason are, it is based on the dual aspect concept. The options that are given are A, both true, comma, R explains A, B, both true, comma, R does not explain A, C, A true, comma, R false, D, A false, comma, R true. The answer is A, both true and R is the correct explanation of A. See here, accounting equation states that total claims are equal to total assets. Total liabilities are equal to total assets. That is correct, true. It is based on the dual aspect concept. Dual aspect means it is based on the double entry concept. So, this reason explains this. Total claims is equal to total assets. That is why A is correct. Next, we have come to question 20. Assertion A BRS reconciles cash book and passbook balances. Reason are, their balances must always tally. Options A, both true, comma, R explains A. B, both true, comma, R does not explain A. C, A true, comma, R false. D, A false, comma, R true. Here, assertion is perfectly true as the purpose of bank reconciliation statement is to reconcile cash and the passbook balances. However, the reason is false. We prepare BRS precisely because the two balances does not tally, right? Cash book and passbook balances does not tally. If they always did, then there is no purpose for BRS. Therefore, answer is C, where A is true but R is false. If you would like to inquire about the online classes which I take or to get more worksheets, you can contact us at acc.wiseacademy@gmail.com.